So it probably was like maybe 5 years since I wrote a poem before I kind of hopped back into it again. But this is the first time I've ever like performed my poetry for anyone else or even shared it really. So
Just can't tell it all. Just can't tell it all.
We are back at Wind Down Wednesday, and we have Miss Awill.
hey,
Welcome in.
thank you for having me.
No, it's an honor to have you here in our chair. It
I'm
is.
excited to be here.
So go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Awill. Hopefully you'll be seeing me soon around different places. Um, Even if it's just like sharing or because I love live music, so I usually be everywhere that live music is. And I'm a poet, so or a poetess, so you'll see me on different shows coming up too. I actually have a show coming up on July 10th, where I'll be performing it with Josh with some other people at Ari's band camp. Ari the Vibe. If y'all know, I'm sure everybody knows who that is.
Yeah.
But I'll be performing with her on July the 10th. So y'all come out to Josh Lounge. And then I also am gonna be at Lake Street on July 17th in another poetry show. So y'all come see me perform. But yeah.
Please come out and see Awill perform.
But I just kind of started back with poetry last year on June 10th. Um, my sister kind of dared me. We were at Words Over Latte, which we always be at Words Over Latte anyway. But she dared me. She was like, you ain't gotta give me nothing for my birthday. Just go up there and like do a poem. Cause I told her that I had just started back kind of writing, and she dared me. And I went up there, and it kind of like pushed me forward a little bit. So I've been like trying to find ways for people to see me perform my poetry, and been writing ever since. So
I heard that. I heard
yeah.
that. So I know you're performing tonight.
Mhm.
What is one thing that you would want the audience to feel as you're doing your poetry?
I hope that you can connect with some part of it, even if it's just like you like the music that I pair my poetry with. Cause I do read without music, but I think I prefer it more just because I love music. So I usually try to pair it with some type of music track or just kind of switch my style up a little bit so it's not always the same thing. But whether they connect with the music that I have and hopefully they connect with my words and my emotions and they feel what I'm trying to convey in the poetry.
Right.
So
Right. I love that. That's deep. I like that. I like that. And how, like, before you started back on June 10th, how long were you doing it before?
oh, I've always been like writing, just not on the scale that I am now.
Okay.
I think I kind of fell off from writing, and I did more like journaling than writing poetry. So it probably was like maybe 5 years since I wrote a poem before I kind of hopped back into it again. But this is the first time I've ever like performed my poetry for anyone else or even shared it really. So
Okay.
that was kind of like the start of it back in June. So.
Okay. Are there any fears that you have before going on?
I'm always nervous. Like I know a lot of people be like, "Oh no, you never seem nervous." I be scared, like shaking in my boots. But like I just hope that everybody can connect with it and that people actually like respect the mic. I guess you could say like they
Respect the
say words
mic.
over latte and actually like give other people who may be able to connect a chance to hear me. So like just as long as they respect what I'm saying and at least try to listen, I'm good. Like, cause it might be a little bit of something in there for you that you might vibe with and want to listen to me again. So.
That's right, Will. That's right. For those that, like you said yourself, you started and then you kind of just coasted for a while, what would be just a tip to those that are stuck in that writer's block or that rut as well? What was something that you would say to those people?
I think what kind of started me back to, instead of me focusing on like, okay, I got to sit down and write the whole thing out, like I would just take it in pieces, like as it came to me. I might be listening to music, and okay, I might have a portion of the poem here, and it might be like a week before I finish and like put all the pieces together, but I just take the time to sit down and write out the pieces as they come to me, and then I can kind of see how I pull them together into the poem. So just even if it's not the full picture at first, like keep trying, and kind of figure out what your technique is gonna be.
Okay. Okay. That's some good information. So how can we find you?
I am on Facebook under Awill Away, 2 words. You can find me on Instagram at Awill Away 1985, and then on TikTok at Awill Away, I believe, also. So yeah, y'all follow me.
Well, you guys heard it just here at Wind Down Wednesday. Please follow Awill Away. Before we go, we would like to hear just
Okay.
a little something you got for
Alrighty.
us.
Okay. So this is actually a newer poem. I just finished it and I haven't read it yet anywhere. So I'll read a portion of it here. And it's called You Only Reap What You Sow.
Oh.
I always loved real hard, even when I was barely loved. Conditioned from the first taste of love to give more than I was given. Pulled into constant cycles of toxicity, thinking that it was cute, normal, that it was cool for me to continuously pour out my quickly depleting love stream without demanding that you pour back into me. But I've healed. I'm better now. Teaching others to love me better now that I've already learned how. Finally searching for a real love, for someone who is constantly ready to show me off, show up without mention, and show out for me. Adding new words to my ongoing self dialogue like reciprocity, while working on staying open, ensuring that the ebb and flow of my love never get backed up, that it's constantly flowing. So that's a portion of it. It's pretty long, so I'm
Wait
not
a
gonna read
minute.
Thank you.
Are you performing this one tonight?
No, I'm performing another one that
Oh
actually
my.
has music with it. So it's
Okay.
called Eulogy. But I'm gonna perform that tonight.
Got the honor to hear one that's never been out yet, y'all. And if y'all enjoyed that, imagine what else he has. Right? Miss Awill, we really thank you for coming on today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right, you guys. Make sure y'all follow Awill on all of her socials. We'll leave them here on the comments. We love y'all. Thank y'all. Peace.
Bye.